we should all be feminists. Now you might have noticed something very specific about Mofi when he walked past. Why we should all be feminists. Word for word, I'd like to welcome our next speaker, Mofi. Thank you so much. Mofi is passionate about diversity and inclusion. Mofi has championed diversity across a number of platforms, and he is here to talk today with his speech entitled, Why I'm a Black Male Feminist. Please welcome Mofi!
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for the introduction. I think you've messed up my name, though. So I'm here to talk to you about why we should all be feminists. Now, you'd expect that I'm trying to appeal to your better nature. After all, you have wives, sisters, girlfriends, daughters. Maybe some people have a mistress or a side chick, maybe. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here to appeal to your self-interest and pure narcissism. And you'll understand why. Let me give you an example. For example, imagine Arsenal was at the finals of the Champions League, and for whatever reason, that day, the new coach, because they've changed Arsene Wenger now, decides to go to old tactics, and he changes 6 of the players and brings in people who've never played in Champions League before, and they've played in Division 2, and they were playing Barcelona. What do you think would happen? They would lose, as they've always done. But that's what we do each time we place restrictions on people because of gender, when we pay women 90 pence on the pound, and when we decide management roles based on if she has kids or not. Now, to the guys here, you probably be thinking that this is all well and good, but how does this affect me? Like, we feel bad for them, but like, it has nothing to do with me. But it does have something to do with you, and I'll explain why. Imagine, like me, you lost your father at 14. What it means for you is that despite the fact that you might have a hardworking parent, you will always have a lower standard of living than a household headed by a man, just because no one is going to pay your mother the same amount they're going to pay a man. And that's how it affects you. What it also means is that when you're making an investment decision and your friends or colleagues decide to invest in a company because it's sponsored by a man, instead of taking the best decision, which was to invest in a company sponsored by a woman, because you think that women should not be in technical roles, it means that you lose out on the chance to gain a 3,000% return on your profit, and instead you take a zero charge. And that's how it affects every single one of us. So let's go back and think to that Champions League final. If Arsenal decided to play all their best players, what the result would be. And that's what happens each time we all decide that we'll pick people and make decisions irrespective of gender. We're able to play and win at life's challenges because we are putting our best foot forward. Thank you.